Todd, so today you were 33rd, I believe, and
Yep.
finished as the top American. Can you tell us a little bit about your race?
Sure, the race started out pretty well. I made it into the lead chase group, so we were maybe 10 through 18, and I was able to stay in there for the first 3 or 4 laps and was feeling pretty good. And then at the end of the fourth lap, I don't know what happened, but it started to go pretty bad. And then on the fifth and sixth laps, I had nothing. So it was a brutal race out there in Offenburg. The course is very fast, and right now so many guys are so close. So if you blow up on a fast course like that, there's always guys every couple seconds ready to come by you, and that's what happened. I just went from having a good race to just trying to hang on and get it over with.
Cool. I noticed this year that there's a lot fewer, especially American men placing in top 20s and top 30s in the World Cups. And I wondered if you could speak to if anything that you know of is different. Is it harder this year? Is there just people are taking a little bit of a break, ramping up slower? Anything that's going on that might be affecting those results?
I'm not sure. For me, I've focused on the World Cup for the past few years, and sometimes it works out what you're trying to do, and other times it doesn't. The one thing with the World Cup, it's become such a fast type of race. The courses, the average speeds are going up.
Yeah.
The climbs are getting shorter, and it's a much more explosive type of race. And the climbs are only 1 or 2 minutes long, and it's almost like a road race or a criterium where you just you sprint out of every corner and you hang on as long as you can. And where we used to have long downhills where you could fully recover, now the downhills are 20 seconds long, 30 seconds long, and you go from that into a flat-out sprint, and there's more drafting. And I feel like the level has come up. If you look, there's guys probably 6 guys inside of every minute.
Yeah. Are there any races in the U.S. that you can think of that are remotely like a World Cup now in terms of courses and that experience? I know they're not going to be as fast because you don't have the world's best riders there.
Not really. I mean, Sea Otter is a short course and it has some explosive climbs, but you can sit on the pavement the whole time and it's very smooth. I don't see many courses in the U.S. that have, the World Cup format. We are getting shorter laps, so with shorter laps come shorter climbs, but, the U.S. is the home of mountain biking, and they invented it, and originally we had long climbs, long descents. We climbed up to the top of ski areas, descended down. That's what people train for, and that's what, mountain biking is in the U.S., and that's totally different from what it is becoming on the World Cup and the Olympic circuit. I feel like road races, circuit and criterium races are closer to European World Cups than any U.S. mountain bike.
So it might be more of a question of adaptation of styles of racing and background and experience, and a question of coming up to speed on that kind of racing for the Americans to maybe do a little bit better.
Definitely. I feel like the closest thing we have other than those road events is cyclocross.
Oh, interesting.
Because, cyclocross is like a World Cup. There's not really any climbing, but the speed is very high and there's very short recovery sections.
And I guess you would know about that as being U.S. cyclocross national champion, and
exactly.
You'll have good experience with that. Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks.